In this video, we are going to improve upon the sign-in page that we have created in the first video wherein we just hard-coded the username and the password. So, what we are going to do is to instruct ChatGPT to create a backend for us with a database named GPT Coding Studio and with a users table. So the users table should contain something like this. I have prepared one. We could upload this Excel file or just copy this data and paste into ChatGPT. Actually, I have already done it a while ago. I have pasted the data and told ChatGPT to please create a MySQL script that I can use to create a database named GPT Coding Studio with a users table having the values above. So the values that I have pasted here. And ChatGPT thought for 7 seconds and he produced the following code. So if I would copy this code and run the script creating the database and the users table into the localhost server, which is phpMyAdmin, I could just go to SQL and paste the code. So this is the code provided by ChatGPT or the MySQL script. Click go on the lower right to run the script. And we have a GPT Coding Studio database with a users table. Okay, we have the users table here. This is the same data that we have in our Excel file. And the next thing that we should do is to ask ChatGPT. What I did is to paste the original code that we have yesterday and provided an instruction after pasting the code which says, "Hi, I have the following index.php code. Please modify without changing the user interface." So we don't want the user interface to be changed. You should be specific with your instructions if possible. Just provide a PHP code so that when sign in button is clicked, it checks whether the user is present in the users table you have created. So I also provided the credentials this is our default in phpMyAdmin. The host is always localhost, user is root, and default is no password. And just told ChatGPT to use the database that it has created, GPT Coding Studio. Then I added another instruction. You must also check if password is correct, not just the username. And it has thought for 7 seconds and provided the code that we needed. Then I just copied it. Let's copy. So let's just save this first in another file so that we have a backup of the old code. Open it. Okay, let's open it again. So we have here, so Control A and just paste the new code and save as so that we don't overwrite the index underscore old. So we save as index.php because index.php is the one called by the server as a first view of the page. And then we have our index.php here. So it's the same design. If we run this one, same design, but we cannot log in anymore with the hard-coded values. These are the hard-coded values yesterday. We cannot use this anymore. So we need to log in using, okay, I think it's here. We cannot log in anymore using the old hard-coded values. We should use the values that we have provided ChatGPT here. So it's Lansky in password, simple user, and simple me. So let's try. Refresh. So simple user, simple me. Let's check. So password is simple me. Sign in. Login successful. Welcome simple user. Let's try the other one. So Lansky. Password is password. Let's check. So password Lansky Welcome Lansky, login successful. Let's try a wrong password. Invalid username or password. So actually, if you're a seasoned programmer, it could really maximize your efficiency. So you'll be able to uh, create the code or the script faster than a human programmer could. But of course, as a programmer, you understand the implications of what you're doing. So it's a good mix. So what we're doing now is this is not yet a secure database because the password is if someone was able to log in into your database, he or she can see the password of each user. So this is not yet secure. So in the next video, we're going to improve this sign-in page so that it becomes a secure password. We're going to use uh, an algorithm for hashing the password. So see you in the next video. I hope you subscribe to this GPT Coding Studio channel. Bye-bye.